Hey everybody, this here is Dan. This will be the war recap against Clan's Landing. This here was a potluck war, so it was a pretty even match. I think there was 4 Town Hall 11s on both sides, and there were Town Hall 10s down through 16, and it was a 30 on 30. Came out with the victory, got a couple more stars in him, a little bit more total destruction. We did have one guy on our top side not do his second attack, but it was a pretty good war, and I think one of the reasons that contributed to us winning was because we had the Town Hall 9. Town Hall 9 game was pretty much wrapped up in the first 12 hours, and then it allowed our 10 11s to not dip, but actually organize a better plan for their top side. So I think we saved their 10s for last, and it was a really good breakdown in the last 2 to 3 hours. Clan's Landing had a bit of difficulty against our Town Hall 9s. Specifically, Happy, he wasn't 3-starred until he was smited by Town Hall 10 a little bit late, and then I think I defended 4 or 5 times. And actually, I'm pretty proud of this base because I made it from scrap, taking Town Hall 10 concepts into Town Hall 9 game, and I think I played with it for about a week now, and it's always defended well, unless I'm playing against Dixon Cider or Mortal Mal. Then in friendly challenge, they 3-star every single time. It's pretty ridiculous. Yeah. Our 6-star war hitters will be Lunchbox, Jay, Trowley, Java with Cream, and Tycho. Let's check out this first hit here from Big Lou on their number 1. This here's a 10 on 11, and I've always kind of looked at these and just said, okay, it's not a whole lot of skill, but it's actually a ton of skill in order to 2-star these things and actually get the right amount of percentile off it. Now, is it the right attack? Look at this, guys. The air defenses don't really peek out to cover baby dragons. If they did, I think it would be more vulnerable to other types of attacks, such as queen walks or even big boy dragons. But here's what's going on here. And he's mathed all this out, so he has a countdown of what's going on here. He's just trying to get as much value. He's slowly adding in baby dragons as needed. Now, look at this, guys. The eagle's about to ready to fire. But check this out. He hits the Quake, because the Quake will actually reduce the Inferno, the Expo, even the Town Hall there. It's not about the jump or anything, but check this out. So he distracts the Eagle there with the Baby Dragon, and then he comes in straight here out of the top, bringing the Valks. He had the jumps already pre-gamed, so they're going to last for 60 seconds. That's all he needs, man. He's going to run this. He even puts down a heal because look at that. They just, with rage, they instantly blow up that. He hits the freeze on a little bit late on the freeze, but because the eagle does fire, but he actually cuts off the eagle on, I think it's 3rd shot. He freezes the heroes and the CC, and the CC is handled. All the stuff's handled, and he just chunks it on out. So really, that's a nice dive on the base, and even brought a couple minions there for the last few hits. Man, he even gets an extra builder's hut or whatever, and that's it, guys. It's gonna be a 2-star, 64%, stuff like that. That wins wars, man. Let's check out this other kind of concept here. Lunchbox bringing the 6 stars, 2 fresh attacks, and he did kind of a similar attack on both of them. And I like both of them. Now this here's a little bit longer attack. We're going to have to watch a queen walk, but let's talk about it, guys. We got 3 heals and we got 2 rages. Now the 2 rages, these ones here are for the queen. And he's got the big guy heroes, man. We got the 40-40-20 happening, but this base is no joke. See, we actually had the 40-40-20. Or no, the 40-40 on the defending side here. And this base is hard to crack. So what he's going to do is we just organized, hey, we're just going to go ahead and 3-star it. He hits the poison on the queen. I'm not sure if he needed that because she was still riding out the rage. But the second poison goes down on the CC. And he just goes ahead and just... It's always a good idea when you're queen walking to rage earlier than what you might need, because it really sucks to see it happen. Now he does use the breakers here. I'm not sure why, but he's hoping that his queen doesn't pull left. So what he does is he drops his king, so that way his king can kind of like cut stuff to the left. And I think in hindsight, maybe the king on the left side was maybe kind of a waste because he ends up just chopping all that stuff down anyway. And on the north side, what we got here is the miners dropping. I think he has 38 or 39 miners, something like that, a couple hogs. And the hogs are made to blow up the DGB, if there was any. And he sends in just this mass grouping of miners. They're all here to cut up the Inferno. You know, they even get distracted on little skeletons and stuff. But they're all there to cut up the Inferno. That way the Queen Walk can just keep on walking. And once they cut along this outer perimeter, they'll actually go a little bit into the base. And he's got 3 heal spells in total for him. So they're just gonna gut this base. It also has kind of a soft core. We only got a couple X-bows and a cannon, and they do get held up a little bit on that town hall, but then the warden comes up, and with warden with max level miners, they're just so tanky, and plus with the heals, they dip under the ground, so the inferno towers drop off them. So even with springs and stuff hitting them, once they dip under, they pretty much heal back up, almost to full. And our queen walk is now catching up with the inferno tower. She's just gonna go ahead and gun it down, and that'll save all of our other miners. And there you go. You gotta watch out for the double giant bombs and stuff around those inferno boxes. Those are sweet. Those are really good about defending against bowlers, but they're not really good about defending against these miners. And the miners are gonna plow through the ground down south, and then they knock out that builder's hut. It's gonna be 3 stars, guys. He actually did that same kind of hit twice. I don't know if I already said that. And another guy here, Jay. This year was a town hall. This year's a town hall 10 on 10 walk. And what he's doing is he put down 2 bowlers on either side, right? So we got a nice funnel generation here. A couple of giants to tank what's in the middle, and then he's going to kind of sprinkle. So what we have here is 6 healers, man. We got 2 and 2 and 2, and we hopefully the 2 on the far north and far south actually stay far north, far south, and there are 2 run up the middle. He's got pre jumps down. We got the pre poison, and we got the rage. So our queen takes that, and she's going to go ahead and pop off those clan castle troops, and the witch does nothing against the bowlers. So they plowing that. Is it the right attack, guys? Let's check this out. The air defense doesn't peak north, so those bowlers are pretty much immortal. And then again, our air defense down here is too close to the kill squad, so they go ahead and eliminate that. And then there's only 1 backside air defense, and pretty much nobody cares. It's not going to be a big deal. He brought the 6 surgical hogs in case he needed them to maybe cut off an air defense, because as long as these bowlers, like if you look at up top, as long as they're getting heals, they're pretty much going to wreck the base. It's a really effective Town Hall 9 attack, and I'm seeing a lot of the Town Hall 10 game and the 11 game. Not so much of the 11 game, though, but that's because it's pretty much a 2-star game in 11. But at Town Hall 10, I really think the game's changed in a lot of ways, and that 3 stars are definitely possible. So Jay brought 2, these were cleanups, but he brought 2 solid hits from similar attacks, and it's going to be 3 stars, guys. Sending bowlers around the sides with the walking kind of technique. Sweet. Now, I got another one here. Let's check out TL265, 265. We got the same kind of idea here. We're going to send some bowlers around the edge. Now, what's funny is the more Town Hall 10 tries to defend against this, they have these kind of like island infernos. They do screw over bowler walks, so we got to be really careful against these. So our bowlers that are moving inward, yeah, they're not going to be looking too good. But our bowlers should actually path a little bit to the north and a little bit to the south. That's what he's hoping for. And then he drops the mad bowlers right down the middle. Even brings the CC maxed out bowlers to follow. But when there's not a lot of breadcrumbs in the middle, and you start getting this crap where like some go in, some go out. And then the healers can go kind of bonkers, and it looks like our healers that were supposed to be on the south are actually they're actually going to pull inward, and our queen, because of that huge gap there, is actually going to pull south. So we have a baby dragon, the CC, and it's currently just it's going crazy on these bowlers, but these bowlers are just raged, and they're just going to go nuts. So even though we have like raged healing going on, he just brings that freeze down on that inferno, so it locks it down. And then our bowlers are actually going to be able to eliminate it before the baby dragon can do anything. But that baby dragon's going to chew everything up. There's nothing up there that can actually target air, and our queen's still screwing around south. So what he does here, he just throws down the queen ability so we can get her off the wall, shoots down that inferno, and then he's kind of like, well, hope for the best at this point, because that, look at that baby dragon, 6 shots, healers are dead. Killing the archers, killing everything. There's a wizard up there, but our queen's like, hold on, I'm going to help you out. Boom, moves up, shoots the baby dragon while she's a little bit distracted, and the wizard helped out a little bit. But look at that, the queen gets she blows up. So I don't know what would happen if the baby dragon was still alive, but sometimes the pathing can do that for you. You got to be careful about those the dead zones. All right, let's check it out. Java with cream. All right, this year was she was the only Town Hall 9 to do 2 first attack 3 stars on some bases, and Trowley mentioned this attack, and I was gonna provide feedback. She put up the sketch, and I was gonna be like, dude, I'd hit this thing from 3, but she hits it from 12 and 9. The bowlers come in from 12, and I wouldn't really recommend this so much on this, but you'll see how this is gonna play out. So our queen can snipe this air defense. And on these Town Hall 9 bases, pretty much you should dictate even a ground attack. You should always look at the air defenses and see what kind of options are available to you. Now, this air defense does peek over the walls, so it's not going to do very well against the healers and the bowlers on north. But if we can keep the healers on the bowlers, they're going to clear out all the stuff on the north. But looks like they won't. But we do have 12 level 4 Valkyries that are going to run this base. And they will run down the middle. All we need here is our queen because of the CC range. Our queen steps up, picks up the CC. We got the big dragon in there. And with the queen ability, she's going to go ahead and gun it on down. So we have all of our spells, man. We have 2 rages, 2 heals to send 12 Valks and the BK down the middle of this base. You know this base is done. Now here's what's going on, guys. We do have air defenses that are just way too close to these healers, and they're going to get slammed. So our bowlers are going to die off. Now the bowlers just still put in their work, and they knock out a few defenses up top, and knock the rest of them low. With our 2 heals, 2 rage. Look at that. We still got the 1 rage left. So even with max walls, you can just get it done. Now, she did bring 2 hogs with her. She brought 1 to bring out the CC, and she brought another 1 right here to knock out this last compartment. It's just a little happy compartment in there. Nothing but air defense and a sweeper. It could be some springs in there, but, if we can just eliminate it, that would be great. That 1 hog is a hero and managed to save the 1 healer. So, he's got his day for the night. Their BK here, he's chopping walls. The Valks are still doing their Valk thing. And we still got Wizards on backup. And with the BK at level 28, still has the ability. And guys, he's going to 29 and now. So Java's becoming a little monster. There you go, guys. 3 stars. Got another one here for you. I got to show you this base, man. I really hated this base. I attacked it. It gave me a headache. And I was like, I don't know. HGHB, right? HGHB is the most powerful attack in the game. That's what they're all saying. Nope, I disagree. The attack I just showed you was pretty much the most powerful attack in the game. If you can walk, you pretty much should, because Immortal Bowlers running down the side of your base is going to completely ruin it. Air defenses, look at this, guys. They cover any kind of walk potential. We got a burst damage CC up here at the top. It's got 2 Valks, a Wizard, and a Baby Dragon. Got some point defenses peeking out. Kind of screw up. I tried to hit it straight from the top. Let's see. Burst damage CC with the BK, the Archer Queen there, and the 2 defenses, 2 to 3 defenses that'll lock on real quick. Pretty much, let's see. We lost a Queen Walk on that top side. Hey, let me just show you. Show you how this is going to play out. It's like, I didn't like walking this base at all, so we tried a few different things. It does have 1 expo down, so it is maybe a little bit more weaker to air attacks, and I don't think we should have put it on. I think we could have air attacked this. I think it was definitely doable, but whatever. Hindsight 2020. Now he does get a lot of value here out of the minions. Okay, they're helping us out with some future cuts, and our queen is going to just breadcrumb right into this air defense. And we're looking good. We're looking real good. So if we can put that queen in there, and then just drag out the CC here with maybe a barb, a couple archers needed, maybe 1 more giant, whatever it might be, we can send him down into the queen and handle it right there. So he sends out the 1 minion, kind of stagger the options that are coming out of the clan castle here. So he sends out the 1 minion, and then he sends out the barbs. That way the Valks arrive late, so that way he kind of staggers the kind of damage he's going to take out of the queen. But he ends up with kind of a late rage. And with the Archer Tower and the Expo on her, she was at low health. So it's time to not screw around, guys. Don't screw up your Queen Walk. He does get the rage, the poison, all that. But now we got to consider time. So he's already down here, guys. We have We have Valks. We got the one Golem. And I forgot what he brings out of CC. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's going to be good. You guys are going to like it. So he's got the Valks. So the Valks are supposed to kind of move up into the middle part of his base. And the Queen's going to shoot a couple things. So they should progress northwesternly into this base, okay, and they don't really have to accomplish much. We have 9 hogs to back in. Look how deep this attack gets, man. It gets deep. So our Queen's going to advance on up. There are 2-point defenses, and we're about to pick up that BK, so things are going to look pretty ugly because we're out of a rage, we're out of an ability. It ain't looking good. Now, he sends down CC miners. That's right, guys. CC miners, and the hogs come in here from the top. Check this out. Get a kind of like little combo move here. So the Queen shoots the hogs. You might lose a hog or two, but at the same time, I think we could have used the poison a little bit earlier. The miners are like, hey, quit shooting my hogs. So they move up and assassinate the Queen. We got the look at this, guys. We got the jump, the BK ability, and the BK is going to cut it all off. Now we never found the second double giant bomb when we were attacking this base 4 or 5 times or whatever. But check how this all plays out, guys. So the Queen died against the BK, which released the healers. Now the healers didn't have anywhere to go, but they were like, oh, the hogs are low health. Well, the hogs only engage a crappy double giant bomb location one at a time, and then the healers top them all off, pretty much enabling this attack to 3-star. Look at these guys. The springs on this base were nasty as hell. If he just had a better double giant bomb, I don't know what we would have done about this base. We probably could have had to consider an air attack or maybe a Town Hall 10 dip. But it's a really solid base. Props to JSB. Good base there. I got another 3-star hit here from Tycho. He got a 6-star war, man. Gotta show this. This here is a stone bowler. So no healers, guys. It's matter of fact, do any kind of healer business here. I mean, I guess you can shoot off this air defense pretty quick, but the rest of them pretty much suck. Okay, they're like 1 tile in, and they're gonna assassinate healers and queen walks and all kinds of nasty. Now you could probably force it on a base, but with these kind of attacks, what you're doing here is you're gonna try to send bowlers and a couple golems directly into the base, but you're bringing 3 of them. Okay, so that'll give you, like, normally it's hard to funnel bowlers into a base, but the idea here is to oh man, the balloons, they're gonna drop on that golem. Yep, the golem had to break. So unfortunately, we didn't get our air attacking troops up there, but look at this, guys. The bowlers go in because of our huge funnel. He's forced to use the Queen ability here because of the range in the archer tower. But the idea here is you kind of like, you send your bowlers in, you rage them, so that way they kind of throw rocks, and the rocks just instantly one-shot all the connecting double giant bomb defenses. Like here, I'm thinking, this dude has got to be a DGB next to this, but nope, he put it in a weird spot like that. So boom, cooks half his hogs, making bacon. Then the hogs end up over here on the top side, but there's not a whole lot of defenses left, guys, and he had that 1 heal there, so the rest of the hogs are full health. I think there's still like 12 of them. I think what's essential for this kind of attack is that you need to send in enough hogs. You need like more than 18. You need more than 19. You need more than 20. I think he used 23 hogs, and he ends up just crushing the base. You need to send enough of them. They all need to be in different spots. This here was a cleanup attack, but I'm not sure if we discovered all of the double giant bombs. They were in kind of weird spots, so it's kind of some unpredictable nature of Town Hall 9. But he ends up coming up with the 3 stars anyway. He only sent 18. I think Java did a similar attack. I think she sent 23. But part of that was the funnel generation here on Tycho was solid. Allowed the bowlers to get on in. He did make bacon, but it is what it is. What are you going to do? This here is kind of like a competitor to HEHB, so sometimes a base that has a lot of air defense that peak out, you can use this kind of attack pretty much to try achieve the similar results, which is crazy. Because then it makes it even harder to defend against bowlers in 9. But that's what we're dealing with, guys, the state of the game. But that's it. So good game to our Town Hall 9s, 10s, and 11s, putting it together on this war. Normally we get a little bit higher, what do they call that? Total destruction. But, you know, it is what it is. Clans landing, good game, good competition. Sorry you guys had some snags, but whatever. Alright guys, this is Dan. Y'all take care. Bye forever.